Here's Can, otherwise known as Can J. Can because I guess we kind of named him after being like from Canada or Canadian, so Can. And J because I don't know if I can show you this. Let me see. Can we show him this Can? Let me see. Put your paws up here. Put your paws up here. Let me see. I don't know if we can do this, but on his chest here. Oh, I guess we can't see it. Well, maybe down here. Let's see. Oh, there you go. That's the J. That's the J. He's got a J on his chest, so we call him Can J. I was downstairs in the apartment, and he was drinking water, and Mahal was getting her shower, and I was just sitting there on the couch. And said, I think I'll come up here on the deck for a few minutes, just sit, meditate, think. Meditate means, think on God. From my perspective, meditate on God. And next thing I know, I thought I heard something behind me because I was looking out the rail over this way, and lo and behold, he followed me up. I didn't even know he knew I came up here. He's such a good little dog. Uh, he sniffed me out, and tracked me down up on the deck. I don't know if I'll include this somewhere, but I guess if you hear me saying it, I included it. Some of these videos, I just take videos at random sometimes. They don't make it to the YouTube. But I'm documenting different things that I do. Just kind of nice to have as a memory, of when you've been in the Philippines, in case we're not in the Philippines at some point in time. Or even if we are, if we continue, it's nice to have the memories of where we were at some point in time. But it's really nice up here on the deck. I'll come up here, make some videos sometimes. Sometimes just come up here for the solitude and nice place to pray. It's just a really nice, peaceful place up here. Especially when you have the breeze. Right now I have a little breeze at times coming from over this way. But the other day it was just really phenomenal up here in the earlier morning, and the breeze was just beautiful. You can come up here in the early mornings, it's really fantastic. But yeah, I just love the Philippines. I never get really tired of saying how much I love the Philippines. But you have to, I guess, be the kind of person who would love the Philippines, if that makes any sense to you, because um, I don't know how to put in words. Like, for example, my son is here with me as well, and he can't wait to go back to North America. He wants to go back to somewhere in the south of the United States, because his reasons are mainly he finds it too hot. He's a little bigger guy. He's a little bit bigger than me in some regards, and he just finds it too hot. And also the convenience factor. So these are all good things to consider when you're coming over here to the Philippines. Will you like the heat? Will you be able to adjust to the heat? For me, I love it, love it, love it, love it. But my son does not love it. He finds it too hot. So that's one thing. And you've got a consistent, 30 to 35 degrees every day as the day continues. Like now, it feels like it's about 35 degrees. So to me, it's like a 35-degree day pretty much every day, depending on the time of the day. So that's the number one. Make sure you love the heat. Love it, love it, love it, because you're going to get it. Lots of it. The other thing, the convenience, as I was starting to mention, like my son, for example, likes the convenience of back home. Like everything's at your fingertips. If you basically order anything at the restaurant, or you go out, it's pretty much always there for the most part. Over here, it's not. It's a hit and miss. A lot of times a miss. You say, "Can I order this?" No, we don't have it. Can I order this? No, we don't have it. Third option, maybe, maybe not. So, and then just other things that are very common and you can get easily at your fingertips. Back in North America, you just can't get so easily here. So, again, I don't mind. I don't mind. Sometimes it might frustrate me just a little, because you're used to the convenience where you come from. But generally, I don't mind. The only thing I really don't like too much, if you want to say, well, the foreigner's always complaining, well, this is a legitimate complaint from me. But the only real complaint I think I have over here is the traffic, because it seems to me like people they don't know how to drive or just don't care to drive correctly or something. I've mentioned it on several videos, but you're making go up here at the end of the road, make a left turn onto the main highway, and you got everybody on both sides of you trying to make the same turn. You know, you're stopped to make a turn. So motorcycles, three, four, sometimes deep on one side of you trying to turn, another car or truck on the other side trying to turn. Everybody trying to turn at the same time, not in single file behind you, but all turning at the same time. And then of course you got your traffic going and coming. There's no traffic light, no stop sign, you know. So that does kind of legitimately bother me. So I guess it's a legitimate complaint. That's just one aspect of the driving, and then of course driving on because, as I just mentioned, there's no stop signs, things of that nature. You know, you come to an intersection, and it's always, okay, should I go? Should I continue? Should I let the other guy cross? You know, you're always having to do these battles every few feet all the time, every day. So yeah, the driving is leaves somewhat to be desired. That's another thing I guess you want to really prepare yourself for if you're planning on driving. It's not impossible. I don't mean like that, and I can handle it. You know, it's not like I can't handle it. It's just, you know, it's a bit irritating because you coming from, like, for example, myself, North America, you just expect everyone to follow the road rules. You know, everyone's in single file. You don't do all these weird moves. Like if you sometimes, for example, I'm going to do a right turn. You know, just going down the main highway, going to turn onto our road, kind of thing, and you put your blinker on, you're checking your mirrors, and good thing you do because you got motorcycles just trying to go zoom past you on your right side, even when you're trying to make a turn. It's like they're trying to zoom past you because I'm a motorcycle, I can get by you pretty quick. but you know, you're just gonna make a simple right turn, and you could just knock out a motorcycle or two because if you're not really watching, so you gotta have eyes everywhere in the back of your head, sides of your head, in your ears, on your chin, top of your head. Wherever you can fit an eye, put it. Anyway, that's just my complaint, I guess. It's probably my only one complaint of being here because I just love it so much. I could just ramble on and ramble on. I just love it. I'm looking here now, looking at the mountains over in front of me. Wow. And if I turn the camera on, you're just not going to be able to appreciate it the same. I'll just do it just for fun, but you're just not going to. Let me get around here. Over here, I'm seeing it with my eyes in such wonderful detail. Just a little slight haze in the mountains. I can see like little homes up there in the fields where they farm. See, none of that's really coming out on the camera, but wow, just sitting here, it's so beautiful. Looks like Can is leaving me. Are you leaving me, Can? But yeah, I never get tired over here. Just love it so much. And again, you hear a lot of people, at least I've heard a lot of people, even in our comments, complain about where we are in Mindanao. But to me, this particular place in Mindanao, which is Bukidnon, the province of Bukidnon in Mindanao, I think it's a province, I think that's how you say it. But if you look in Mindanao and see Bukidnon, to me it seems like one of the most stable places in a lot of regards. Like, you know, if there's an earthquake anywhere, it's usually not really around here. You might just feel a little tremor from it, kind of thing. You don't get those typhoons and things that they have in the other places, so you don't really have that worry. You know, I've been here almost a year, and just, you know, the only really bad thing is some heavy rain sometimes, which I guess, you know, makes some places muddy and things like that, a little inconvenience depending on where you are and where you're driving, that sort of thing. But you know, it's a pretty stable environment that way. People all seem very nice and friendly and so on, like you would expect. You know, Ken is digging over here. I don't know what in the world. We're on a cement rooftop. He's over here digging at little cement pieces of rock and chewing on them. I don't know what that's about. You know anything about animals? Why is my dog, chewing on cement? Picking up little pieces of cement and chewing on them. We do feed him. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, Bukidnon. It's definitely worth checking out. You know, there's not a lot happening though. You know, you got your malls, a couple of malls here. Robinson Mall, Daisano Mall, brand new one, kind of nice malls. And then you got your downtown maze area, I call it. It's all blocked off. You know, it's like a maze you're walking through. So, and that's got a lot of nice shopping areas and smaller areas and stuff. So, if you like to look around that way. And a lot of little resorts. We've been showing a number of them on our two channels, Filipina and the Foreigner, as well as Filipina Recorded Live. Mostly Filipina Recorded Live, I think. We have a lot of the resorts. You can see a lot of those. So you like going around these small resorts. Of course, if anybody just has a large swimming pool and access to it, I think they just put the name resort on the sign and stick it above their property because that seems to be what some of the resorts are. They're just little swimming pool areas you can go to and then call something resort. But one of the bigger, more official resorts is the RR. We've showed that a few times on our channel. It's really nice to access if you come over this way. Personally, again, if you're prepping to come over here, this is a nice place to visit. I would definitely say visit it. People go on about Malai Balai because they say it's so much cooler. Well, that's probably the only real benefit. I mean, other than that, it's just your typical little city, concrete jungle of buildings and a few restaurants to eat or whatnot. But I guess nothing really special. Oh, there's a nice park there. We've been to the park a few times on our channels as well, but that's nice. But I would suggest trying to experience the Philippines wherever you can. I think that would be a good thing in the Philippines is to be able to experience more of it. Like personally, I would like to experience more of the Philippines. We're not really in the position to do that right now for several reasons, but I would love to, go up to, the Visayas, or Visayas, however you say that, and the different places up there. Check out Cebu and Manila. I'd like to check that out and see the differences, and so on and so forth. All around, I'd really like to take more time and do that. I know you can do that vicariously with the different YouTube channels, but I'm really talking about in person. I personally would like to do that because it's so beautiful here. I'd like to check out all the different parts of the beauty of the Philippines because I'm really hooked. It's just so nice here. And in an overall sense, it is cheaper than back home. Like even our apartment is something like, I think 7,000 Philippine pesos. Put that in your own money. It's not very much. So that's uh, that's a real blessing. And of course, you don't get that deal everywhere. And it's just a very basic, simple apartment, but it's fine. I mean, what do you need in an apartment? A place to sit down, eat, to sit down, maybe look at your phone once in a while so you're sitting on a couch and a place to lay down and go to sleep, a bed, so no kitchen to eat at. So we've got all that, 2 bedrooms and so on for 7,000 pesos, Philippine pesos. And then, you can get houses pretty cheap. We rented a house here as well for about 20,000 Philippine pesos a month. So that was nice too. That was a nice experience to experience. But the apartment is just as good in my opinion, and way less. So check around for your deals. I think you kind of got to be on the ground to really get good deals. You can only find so much on YouTube. It's my experience after looking at YouTube back home and being here. So much better being here. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, so I guess it's a little bit of discussion. It's just my experiences in the Philippines and if I like it or not, do I appreciate it, and would I really like to stay? And that's the other thing. I think I would really like to continue here myself, personally, ongoing, and visit back in North America. That would be my ultimate, what I would like. But I'm not sure because my son wants to go back, and we'll see how it goes for the future, and so on and so forth. I say so on and so forth too much, I think. But anyway, excuse my thumb, it always gets in the way. But yeah, my personal opinion, I would just like to stay and experience the Philippines more. We have some property where Mahal's hometown is, and I'd like to see a home built on that, and ultimately kind of live from there and have that as a home base, and then go from there and experience more of the Philippines and neighboring countries and so on. Use this as a home base, literally, and then visit back home in North America, visit some of the other countries like maybe Vietnam, Malaysia, like some of these other YouTubers do. Not for the sake of doing it for a YouTuber thing, but just because I just love it so much over here. It's so cool. I really love it. Spin this around a little more. So yeah, if you're thinking about the Philippines and just wondering, should I go, or thinking about it, my opinion, if you're just looking for people's opinion, my opinion is, yeah, man, check it out. It's so nice. Even if you have just so much a month and you can maintain your so much a month, whatever that is, if you can get up around 1,500 or even 2,000, that's pretty good. As long as you're, being careful with your money, I think you can do it okay. This is not financial advice that anyone can sue me over. It's just my opinions, okay? So, and some of my experiences too. I say opinions based on my experiences, I guess. So yeah, my vote is give Philippines a chance, and I think you really would like it as long as you like these and you don't mind these factors that I mentioned earlier in the video. I think you'll like it, and as long as you do have some patience, because you do need some extra patience over here for those things, even the grocery lines. You're standing in the grocery lines forever, and then you got to wait for the guy to box up your food. You can't just put it in the bag and go on like you do. You just got to wait. Everything's like that, even the food. As I mentioned in other videos, you get served, and then someone else comes and they get served, and you 3 or 4 people, everybody gets served at a different time. So if you're the kind that likes to be polite and wait for everyone to eat, and you got served food first, you're gonna have cold food probably by the time you go to eat. So these things are kind of things you need patience for. So I don't mind it too much. Once in a while, I might say something like, "Oh my goodness, why can't everybody get served at the same time?" But generally, I don't mind. Kind of just roll with it. But I love the Philippines. I love it, and I just want to experience more of it. So that's my vote. In case you're wondering what to do yourself, and you look for another vote, maybe a confirmation or not. That's my opinion. So thanks for watching. We do have several channels. We even have a live channel as well dedicated to our lives. We only have one on there right now, but I hope you can check that out too. All our channels are found at one website, beautifulbabylove.com. We just thought we'd make it easier that way, so we put them all as a link. So 7 different links at the moment. That may change. Who knows? It might go up or down depending. But beautifulbabylove.com, and you find all our links. I appreciate it if you would take the time to subscribe to all our channels. That would be really great. And we do have a donate button on the website too. That money goes right into Filipina's bank account. She likes to help people. And some people have given already, several in fact, and she has really used that money to help people because there's so many needs over here. And someone who knows how to give is good too. She just doesn't give frivolously. She gives to real needs, people who really need help. So when people have given to her, where the donate button goes to her, she helps people. She really does. And I'd like to help her more myself. So I'm working on all that. So hopefully something will work out even better as the future goes on by God's grace. And thank you for tuning in. God bless you.